I would sleep in a hole in the ground. I would walk 100 miles. I would sleep in a hole in the ground. It's Alexandria Burning, the name of this group, a local band here with Nadal Habas, the singer. I know him personally. He's a cool motherfucker. Alexandria Burning is the name of this band. Alexandria Burning was the libraries of Alexandria. It was a bunch of ancient old knowledge. A bunch of old knowledge was in those libraries, and they burned it up. The government did. Burned up the libraries and got rid of that knowledge. Got rid of all that secret, ancient, old knowledge in those pages, in those books, in the diary, in the books, in the libraries of Alexandria. That's what Alexandria Burning means. Isn't that badass? That's how badass this town I live in is. We got this groups coming through here all the time. Wicked groups like Alexandria Burning and Nadal Habas, a good friend of mine. He knows how to sing very well. He's a singer in this band. Everything he says is prophetic. Everything he says is he was talking about just burning this whole our cities down and just living in holes and walking hundreds of miles if we have to. Anything to get rid of the system. Get rid of this crap. Fuck this system. Fuck this government. And fuck all this bullshit. Children wearing masks. It's a bunch of crap, man. Children wearing masks is child abuse. I'm out there doing activism today. I've been out there on the streets yelling at people, telling them the truth. What did you do today? What did you do today? I was out there on the streets yelling at people. Yep, taking their abuse, man. Listening to them. Listening to them with their children, with masks on, riding by me in their cars, yelling at me. And I'm out there taking it on the chin. I went out to the college today. And I was talking to some people. Some people were coming up to me and asking me questions about flat Earth. And I was showing them these signs right here, talking about this right here. Look at that. That's a cartoon. That's the picture NASA gives you right there of your Earth. That's a cartoon. Look at this one. There's a different one. There's one of a different year right here. A different year, but the same thing. That's an official NASA photo. Official NASA photo of your Earth right there. Look at it. It's different than this one right here and this one. How come they all three look different? And they look like just like cartoons. Look at them. Those are cartoons. Okay? And you can totally tell. It's like a video cartoon. Okay? It's not hard to tell. A blind man could see that. Okay? A guy who's partially blind, anybody could see that. Anybody who knows that doesn't look like Earth, that doesn't look like terra firma. That's not terra firma. Yeah, so I've been out there yelling at people, telling them the truth, and then handing out flyers and giving out stickers, and people have been coming up to me, and one guy was laughing at me, and I called him stupid. I was yelling at him, calling him stupid in his car. And then his kids were both wearing masks. Both his little girls were wearing masks. And that just set me off. That just set me off. So I started yelling at everybody. So I started yelling at everybody today. I was out there yelling at everybody. And, sometimes that's the way it gets. I was yelling, telling everybody, calling everybody cowards and screaming at people in their cars, and there's nothing they can do about it. And nothing they do about it. They had to take it because they know it's true. All right? They know it's true. Bunch of cowards out there. Bunch of cowards out there, man. Nobody wants to do anything about this shit. You know, there's your level Earth right there. Look at that. Completely flat. With the sun right above us. Right there. Showing you that where we need to, where we're at. And there's the fake one they give you right there. I've never taken a picture like that. Have you? I've never seen anything like that. Have you? Because it's fake. Look at those corpuscular rays coming through there, showing you that the sun is local. A guy today asked me today what all these were. So I was just standing out there with my signs today, and he walks up to me and he says, "What do all these mean?" And so he pointed at this one right here. I said, "This is the sun rays coming through here. And if sun rays can come through the clouds like that, pointed down at you, and angular like that, then the sun can't be 93 million miles away. It has to be right above that cloud, or it would be coming at a side angle view at you from 93 million miles away, and you wouldn't even see, you wouldn't have it at an angle. It would be coming at you straight because it's too far away to be at an angle. Only something that's right above you and above that cloud and small could create an angle that comes outwards. It has to be a circular object that's small would make that kind of a pattern right there with light. Only that can do that, and it's right above that cloud. So there's your proof right there for the sun being local, and there's your proof for the flat Earth right there. Bam. That's flat, completely flat. See, watch. Lay a fucking ruler next to it. Lay anything flat next to it. Bam. Flat as it gets. See? There ain't no curvature to that at all. Someone tried to tell me that was curved. I see a curve. It's curving. It's curving. Really? It's curving, huh? Really? You think it's curving? You think that shit's curving, huh, buddy? Here we go. I'm going to prove it right here. Ready? See? See that? See that? Perfectly level. Perfectly level with what I'm doing here. Man, ain't no curvature there. That thing's flat as fuck. You know? So you need to, Earth is flat. You need to end human slavery too. We're all slaves here. You know? All slaves here. End human slavery. You know? We need to end human slavery and get to Mount Meru. Mount Meru is the center of the flat Earth plane, and that's where we need to get to. That's your real flat Earth map. Everybody's like, what's the real flat Earth map? What's the real flat Earth map? Nobody's got the real model. The real model. Where's the real model? Where's the real model? Right there. There's your real model right there. There's your real model, Mount Meru. The Mount Meru model. Mount Meru, the center right there with the X marks the spot. The four rivers. Right there, this is an intricate map. Nobody would make this map without intentions. Without intention, it talks about all kinds of things in Latin, and there everything's in Latin. All those places are really interesting. The Pygmy tribe, one of the islands that has pygmies on it. That are in one of those islands right here, one of these four islands has pygmies. It's called Pygmy Island, and there's the river Hiddekel flows through here. One of these rivers is called the River Hiddekel. And when you get on the River Hiddekel, it's supposed to be magical, and that's where you can go straight to the northern lights and the giants. There's supposed to be a race of giants and a whole other world. Once you follow the River Hiddekel, you'll go straight to another world, a whole other world underneath the hollow earth. And that's where the smoky god, he talks about going to the River Hiddekel. So there's that, and that's Mount Meru. There's your real map right there. That's your real flat Earth map. You know, and then Meru is called Eden. See how they call it Eden? It's the Garden of Eden. Why would you call Meru Eden? Because it's the Garden of Eden is also mentioned everywhere, and it's a big garden, and there's tree stump in the center, the tree of life. Mount Meru, Mountain Meru, Mountain Sumeru, Mount Sumeru, Summerland, like summer. The word summer has Meru in it. Look at it. Summer, Sumeru, same thing. Mount Sumeru, Mount Meru. The word summer is from Sumer. So that means Mount Meru. So all of everything's created from Mount Meru. The sun didn't even used to be here. There was no sun here before. And they chopped all the trees down, the big trees. Once they chopped all those trees down, and then the sun came out from the tree of life at the North Pole, and it came around and comes around each day. The sun comes around each day and goes back into the tree of life at the North Pole. That's what the sun does every day. It goes 24 hours and goes right back into the the North Pole, the tree of life, and creates your northern lights, your aurora borealis, every 24 hours. That's what's going on, and that's what we need to see. We need to walk into that and check that out. We all need to get to the center hole. They call it the Holy Grail. It's known in everything. Everything represents the Holy Grail and the center hole at the center of the earth. And that's where we need to get to. And then you'll find eternal life there. It's the lifesaver, the life preserver, the Christmas tree. Everything represents it. And that's where we need to get to. And God is a tree. God is not a man. God is a tree. Anything you want to call God or anything, you're going to give it that. That's what we're going to call it. That tree at the North Pole. That's got all the power. That's where we come from. So God isn't a man, and there's no God. There's no such thing as a God. That's what the guy came up to me today and says. There's no God or Jesus, is there? And I said, no, there's not. It's a bunch of bullshit. There's no God or Jesus at all. Quit labeling things. Don't put a label on things. Just what you see before you is what there is. Okay. And we don't need to label it and make it wrong. Let's get it right. Okay. And there's eternal life waiting for us at the North Pole. And God is a tree of life. The trees that used to be here, of all kinds of beautiful trees, of all different names: wisteria, willow, eucalyptus, uh, you know, uh, so many names: spruce, a spirit, a tree. There was trees names you didn't even know that existed, and they're trying to get rid of all those names. And we need to get back to those trees. Those trees are still out there for us all. All the magic is still out there for us all. Big mushrooms and big trees, and lit up, or trees with lights in them, and we're supposed to be eating from those trees and living in those trees. And that's what God is, a tree at the North Pole. Okay, and that's what this. Don't you forget that. All right, and go vegan. It's time to go vegan, everybody. All I've been doing is working out, going vegan, and look at my neck. I'm working on my neck a lot lately. Look at how yoked it out it is. I'm just getting more and more working on my neck, getting it more and more muscular. That's all I'm doing. It's just working out, yoking out, training, boxing, wrestling. Whatever you got to do each day just to work out, and yoga. Hot yoga every day. I love you all. You keep working out. You go vegan, and you get to the center hole on the flat Earth plane. God is a tree at the North Pole. I love you all. Flat power.